Hey guys, Stephen Bogren here, Pro Physique. Today what I want to talk about is maintenance calories. Oh yeah, sorry about not being as YouTube prevalent this week, y'all. I actually have recorded a video earlier this week. I got like fucking most of the way through it and decided, no, I don't like it. No video today. Other than that, it's been a crazy week. Lots going on here in Tampa Bay, Florida. Lots going on, brother. So, you know, it just has been what it has been. So, here we are, though. We here now, fam. We here now. You know, it's kind of one of those things. I feel like I'm always fucking starting my videos like that. Maintenance calories. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different idea. But one of the things that has become very prevalent in the industry, social media, is everybody kind of talking about their maintenance calories. Hey, I'm maintaining on this amount of calories. Like, hey, I'm doing this amount of cardio. Hey, I'm in the 300, 400, 500 carb club, whatever it might be. Okay? And so I think that there's good things and bad things about that in terms of your maintenance calories. So first and foremost, let's talk about maintenance. Tough one. Maintenance, where you maintain body weight. Now, it is not what a calculator says your maintenance is. It is not what, you know, some bro down the street or over here says your maintenance should be. Maintenance calories is where you maintain your body weight. Plain and simple. If you're losing body weight, you're not at maintenance. If you're gaining body weight, you're not at maintenance. Okay? So, now, so let's first and foremost talk about calculators. Nothing wrong with calculators, right? Calculators can sometimes get it right and can sometimes be a good tool. If nothing else, they should have you at least close to where you're at, right? Now, maybe you have a really harsh dieting history, maybe you have some genetic influences. There's always going to be a little bit of variance to that, right? So, what do I think is a better way to find out your maintenance calories? Tracking. Tracking your weight and tracking your food intakes. If I'm eating 1,600 calories a day and I'm losing weight, I should be, then I'm not at maintenance. I need to increase my calorie intake, right? And then based on how much you're losing, you can increase your calorie intake a set amount, right? Now, if I'm gaining weight, I probably need to drop my calorie intake a little bit, unless gaining weight and at the rate that I'm gaining it is in fact the goal. Then we're cool. So it depends. Don't take this as me hating on a calculator. However, you are your own individual. You are your own individual. Yeah, that's right, I redid it. And no, I'm not gonna edit it out. But there's a lot of things that you have done and that your family history has done, right? That can influence and impact your specific metabolism. So we wanna make sure that we take that into account. The best way for me, start tracking your food, start tracking your drinks. If you're maintaining, awesome, that's our maintenance right now. If you're not, we have a little bit more work to do to figure it out, but still very doable, okay? Now, what is the problem I have with the social media, everybody shares their macros kind of thing? Well, let me tell you. It's because we all fucking compare ourselves to one another, right? So you might have somebody, and so that's one. Two is because people fucking lie. That's another thing too. But we'll get on to number two. Number one, we're all our own individual. Man, if you look at one of our other coaches, Tyler Weed, right? His metabolism is goddamn insane. I remember, I think the first time I met him, he was eating like 120 grams of fat and like 600 plus carbs, maintaining his weight. Lighter than me. Dude's a metabolic beast. Crazy. Has to just intake a ton of food. He's way on the end of the spectrum. If I compare myself to him, I'm going to be putting on body weight at an exorbitant rate. Not to mention that trying to eat that much food is a pain in the ass. I'm at like 3,400 calories a day, 3,500 calories a day, and that's annoying for me, right? So, but then I'm still on this end of the spectrum, I feel like. A lot of people I see, you know, if we get to 2,900 calories, that's 3,000 calories as a male, that's pretty good. For a lot of smaller females that I work with, it's not abnormal to see 1,600 calorie range being kind of their top end for where we get to maintain weight at. That's just the cards they were dealt. However, I think one of the big problems is that myself, you, Sally Mae, who runs the student loan department, we look at these other people and we say, well, why not me? You know, why can't I do that? That should be me. I'm going to do that. We don't want to compare ourselves to everyone else. We want to remember that we're individuals. We all have individual lean body masses. We all have individual genetic histories. We all have individual dieting histories. These things come into play. So we want to make sure that we keep that in mind. And we're not saying, you know, just because Sally Sue over here says that, you know, they're maintaining on 2,600 calories, maybe some of them are, but that doesn't mean that you need to strive for that. Yes, let's try and get calories as high as we can. Let's try and make things as doable as we can. But that might not necessarily be the most realistic goal, especially if, say, their energy output is way up here. Our energy output are like, we have a sedentary job. We're working out 4 days a week, blah, 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 blah. A million different things, right? So there's a lot that goes into this, just beyond the things, you know, that we don't have control over, but like job and activity level, non-exercise activity, all that stuff, right? So we don't want to get caught up in the idea that my calories need to be the same as your calories, or vice versa, right? My calories can be my calories, and that's okay. So gripe number one right there, we compare ourselves to other people. That creates issues. Just in the same with physique goals, we all have different muscle origins and insertions, different lever lengths, body types, things that we don't necessarily have control over, right? Can we grow them? Yes. But I can't change the structure of my abs. It's not gonna happen. We don't want to get stuck over things we can't control, like maybe our top end of what we can get away with for maintenance calories and metabolism. Okay? So, second thing is motherfuckers lie. I know, this is crazy. People aren't giving you a realistic idea of who they are on Instagram. They're just saying whatever they want to say and doing whatever the fuck they want to do, so that they can get those little double taps, comments and followers, you know what I mean? So I've seen multiple cases of people claiming to be dieting on said calorie intake that I know they're not dieting on. It's okay. People do it. But it's important that we understand that whereas some people are very honest and they're very, you know, vulnerable in terms of what they're putting out there, the content that they're putting out there, and what they're telling you, other people are giving you what they think you want to see. You know, it's not fucking cool to say, hey, I have to diet on you know, 1,000 calories or 1,100 calories and I have to do an hour and a half of cardio a day. It's not fucking cool. People aren't like, oh yeah, great, that's what I want to do, because that shit sucks. It's not fun. It's very difficult. It takes a lot of, you know, determination and dedication to the goal. So that's not what people want to hear. People want to hear about, you know, the girl that's, you know, 110, 112 pounds and she's dieting on 1,400 calories and she's doing 3 or 4 hours of cardio a week. And yes, some people do that, right? Some people, they're just like old Tyler over there. There's metabolic monsters. So yes, I've worked with people to where they've never done more than 4 hours of cardio a week, where their carbs never went below, you know, maybe 120 or 130 grams a day, and they were still at 50, 60 fats a day. Yes, they're stage lean. Yes, 100%. Some of those people out there do exist. However, the vast majority of us are not in that same boat. I'm not in that same boat. Yes, am I on this end of metabolism? Yes. To get truly stage lean, you're still gonna see me under 2,000 calories a day. You're still gonna see me probably doing just essentially daily cardio. It's just what it takes, right? And each and every one of us is different. So when we're talking about calories, maintenance calories, dieting calories, whatever calories, guys, I encourage you, Pay attention to the details in your life. Track your food, track your weight, look at yourself. Let's make this an individual journey, right? Pay attention to your details. Don't let other people or the idea of what other people think or say determine your reality, right? Your reality is simply what it is. Like, we have a lot of things, same as mine. So, encourage you guys, don't get caught up in the bullshit. Don't get caught up on somebody else's macros. That's how we find our maintenance. That's how we get to where we need to be and stay there. So, that's it for today, guys. Talk to you soon.